Today we are going to make a more challenging candle holder than last time. Like my last video, I had just one little strip of maple and put 2 candles in it. This one is going to be some mahogany with 4 candles in it, and let's see how this goes. Let's get right to the project. So here I'm going to feed my piece of wood through the planer here. So I'm going to just lower my planer head down to the thickness. So this is how I normally do it. I put the piece of wood in the planer. So we're just gonna lower it and keep lowering it. And then whenever the planer head touches the piece of wood, or not the planer, not the blades itself, but the rollers that push it through. So it's pushing on it, so I'm going to pull it back real quick and pull it out. Then you're going to push it all the way back like that, and then you should get a pretty thin slice off this piece of wood. So let's get to it. Okay, so now I'm going to measure the piece of wood that I'm going to use for the candles. So I'm going to do about 5.5 right here. So I'm just going to take my pencil and mark it. Put this one over here. Okay, so we have our lines marked. So just going to go out and cut that out on the miter saw, and then before that, I'm going to measure how wide we're going to want it. So I'm going to say about 6. So I'm going to mark right there. And I'm going to take my carpenter square, and then we'll have a somewhat square right there. So let's go to the miter saw and cut this out. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this. I don't have a big enough miter saw table to do this, so I'm just going to take 2 cuts, and we're going to do them very safely, and we'll do them kind of slow so we don't lose a finger. Let's go. Okay, so now I'm going to mark out where the candles are going to go. So here I'm just going to measure, I'm going to want them an inch in, so I'm going to measure 1 inch in from this end, and then 1 inch in from this end. And I'll show you what that looks like. So you're going to go 1 inch in from this end, and you're going to go 1 inch in from this end. Okay, so then you're going to, so they're going to be an inch away, the middle from the center to the edge. They're going to be an inch away, not from edge to edge. They're going to be a center away. It's going to be from center to edge. It'll be 1 inch away. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to do an inch away from here. And then that should determine where I'm going to put the holes for the candles. I'm going to do that one. And then that one. So I'm going to just mark up right there. And I'm going to make an inch away from here. So right there. Okay. And I'm just going to take this line. Y'all might not be able to see the pencil on the camera. I'll show you here what it looks like. So it's 1 inch away from this end to the middle of the candle, and then 1 inch away from this end to the middle of the candle. So that's just how I figure out how to center these so they're all the same. So that's just how I normally do it. Okay, so I have all of them marked up. Now let's go to the drill press and drill the holes for the candles. Whoa, okay, now we're at the drill press. So now I'm going to drill the holes for the tea light candles. I'm using a 1.5 inch Forstner bit. That's the normal size of all tea light candles. So that's what we're going to use to drill the holes. So let's get to it. Okay, so now we have the holes drilled. Now let's go to the next step over at my workbench. So now I'm going to router the edges with this Roman OG bit right there. And I'm going to router them right now with that bit, and let's get started. Ear protection and eye protection is always needed during power tools because power tools can be dangerous. You don't want to lose a finger, hearing, or an eyeball. Let's go. Forgot to set the depth gauge. Let's go. That's how it turned out. We will sand it down and it will look a lot better. Okay, I'm going to sand this down with some 320 grit sandpaper and we'll see how it looks after. Let's go. Okay, got done sanding it. Now we're going to go to the next step and we'll be that much closer to being finished with this project. Okay, now we're going to finish this project. I'm going to use some of my homemade board butter. I use this to finish a lot of stuff. You can use it on cutting boards and all kinds of stuff, but that's what I'm going to use on this project. I'm just going to take some on my paper towel and I'm just going to rub it in. Now, African mahogany, it doesn't really have a pop of color once you finish it, so if you put a hard wax on it, you're not really going to see a big difference because it doesn't really have much of a different color once it's finished. It gets a little bit darker, but that's about as far as it'll get in color change. Okay, now I'm going to just kind of buff it off with some, which is a paper towel, and then we'll be done. So this is the final product I have made. I'll have some pictures of it at the end of the video, so be sure to stick around till then. But until next time, subscribe button, the bell icon, and the thumbs up button so you can be the first to know when new videos come out. Thank you for watching, and until next time, go build something awesome.